Hello friends, and welcome to our channel. Today, we have some exciting news to share with you. First, we'll be introducing Apple's first $3,500 Vision Pro VR headset. Then, we'll talk about Elon Musk's breakthrough with Neuralink and how it was allowed to test brain interfaces on people. We'll also discuss how Chinese people are massively scanning their palms. Next, we'll introduce Motorola's new generation Razr 40 Ultra clamshell smartphone. And finally, we'll talk about chatbots with artificial intelligence that can help you talk to a dead person. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of technology. Apple launched its new Vision Pro mixed reality headsets, which include cameras and sensors that will allow users to operate them with their hands, eye movements and Siri. Apple Vision Pro is an augmented reality headset that was recently revealed by Apple. It is a device that seamlessly blends digital content with your physical space and allows you to navigate simply by using your eyes, hands, and voice. The headset is priced at $3,499 and allows users to browse the system simply by looking and tapping their fingers to select. It features a 3D camera that can capture spatial photos and videos, show movies, and more. The device is a single piece of 3D glass that acts as a lens and contains cameras with a lightweight frame featuring a digital crown and a button for capturing 3D photos. The custom aluminum alloy wraps around your face and is compact, featuring all of the sensors and a high-performance computer complete with a quiet fan. The headset allows users to interact with apps and experiences in an augmented reality version of their own surroundings or in a fully immersive virtual reality space. A feature called Eyesight will show users' eyes on the front screen when they are in an Arkansas mode, simulating a transparent screen and letting them more naturally interact with those around them, but will show a blurred version of a VR experience to indicate to others when they are not present in the room. As well as applications built from the ground up for the device, Vision Pro will also run apps built for iOS, appearing as a floating screen in front of the user. As an entertainment device, Apple is keen to highlight the device's 3D camera, which users can use to take spatial photos, as well as more conventional VR experiences, such as the ability to watch a movie in a virtual cinema or play Apple Arcade video games. The device is set to be available early next year in the US. The Motorola Razr 40 Ultra is a new foldable smartphone that was recently announced by Motorola. It has been released in China and has sold over 10,000 units in its first sale. As planned, Motorola introduced a new generation of the Razr 40 Ultra clamshell smartphone. Better in all aspects than its predecessor, the main change was the enlarged external screen, which gives even more opportunities for interacting with the gadget. In the Razr 40 Ultra, the manufacturer has reduced the number of hinge components to 85, allowing the smartphone to be fixed at any angle ranging from 45 to 120 degrees. The company also claims that the device has successfully passed 400,000 openings and closings, confirming its reliability and durability. The phone features a large 6.9-inch POLED panel with a dynamically adjustable refresh rate from 1 to 165 Hz. It has a full HD resolution with a brightness of up to 1400 nits. The outside of the phone boasts a 3.6-inch external display with a full HD plus resolution, a brightness of up to 1000 nits, and a refresh rate of 144 Hz. The external screen allows you to fully use all the functions of the smartphone, control music, and run any applications, including games. The design is elegant and premium, with an almost completely gapless fold. In terms of physical dimensions, the Razr 40 Ultra has a body measuring 170.83 by 73.95 by 6.99 mm and weighs 188.6 grams. It has a plastic front when opened and a glass front, Gorilla Glass Victus, when closed, with a glass back, Gorilla Glass. The device also offers 512 GB of storage, along with 12 GB of RAM. At the moment, the Motorola Razr is only available in China, with the 8256 GB version priced at about $800 and the 12,512 GB version priced at $915. A global release is expected soon.
Have you seen my bag?
Hello, Moto.
Payment system WeChat Pay and the WeChat social network has been testing out palm print payment devices in China for months, according to social media posts collected by MIT Technology Review. Before the inhabitants of China were identified by their faces, now they will be identified by the palms of their hands. The user simply needs to log into WeChat and add data about their palms to the portal using a special scanner. Such devices are already located in some cities in China and are expected to be installed almost throughout the country soon. The mechanism reads the location of the veins, the pattern on the fingers, the dimensions of the fingers and hands, and the drawings on each person's palm. Therefore, the probability of a false reading is almost zero. Supporters of palm print recognition say the technology is more accurate and more secure than other forms of biometrics, and it's harder to identify a person if their palm print image gets leaked. While fingerprint and facial recognition has already been widely used in identity verification scenarios, the technology that distinguishes different palms, including the visible lines and the veins beneath the skin, has quickly become the next frontier of biometrics recognition. While a lack of training data has slowed the technology's development, it is now almost ready for mass commercial application, say several researchers involved. Chinese residents use Tencent's pay payment system, which works in almost every store in the country. People perform operations on their faces more often than on their palms, so the new system will work smoothly, as claimed by Tencent itself. Now Chinese people are forced to scan their palms to be able to access more than 900 million visited places. This new system has already been launched and is in its early stages. Neuralink, a company founded by Elon Musk in 2016, is known for its development of brain-computer interface technology. The company aims to create an implantable device that can communicate with computers and restore capabilities to people with disabilities. The device is a chip that is inserted into the brain and connects to a receiver via Bluetooth. Neuralink has tested the device in animals, such as pigs and monkeys, and claims that it is safe and reliable. Musk hopes to use Neuralink to help cure neurological disorders and keep up with advances in artificial intelligence. The key stage of its development was to be clinical trials of sensors implanted in the cranium in humans. These sensors, located near the cerebral cortex, should theoretically allow paralyzed patients to control computer functions through the power of thought. This opens the way to the creation of specialized bionic prostheses and allows people who have lost control over the speech apparatus and motor functions to regain the ability to communicate with others. The installation of the Neuralink sensor involves drilling a hole in the skull and implanting thin electrodes into the patient's cerebral cortex. However, the company has had a rather complicated history of interacting with regulators. Activist complaints about allegedly inhumane treatment of experimental animals were supplemented by violations in the field of rules for transporting biological waste. In March 2023, the FDA rejected Neuralink's application for clinical trials on humans, citing the need for the company to address numerous concerns. Despite these setbacks, on May 25, 2023, Elon Musk's Neuralink received U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) clearance for its first-in-human clinical trial. The FDA approval represents an important first step that will one day allow our technology to help many people, Neuralink said in a tweet on Thursday, without disclosing details of the planned study. It added it is not recruiting for the trial yet and said more details would be available soon. Elon Musk has even expressed his personal willingness to receive a Neuralink implant in the future, emphasizing the development's potential and safety. Recent developments in AI technology have opened up new possibilities for helping people cope with the loss of a loved one. Psychologists suggest that AI-powered chatbots can be utilized to recreate the deceased, providing support during the grieving process. These chatbots are trained on extensive datasets consisting of text or voice recordings, enabling them to respond in a manner similar to the real person. An example of this is the Dadbot created by James Vlahos, which used text messages, audio, images, and video to revive his father's stories. Inspired by this, Vlahos launched Hereafter AI, a US-based company that allows individuals to upload memories and transform them into life story avatars that can be interacted with by friends and family. While these advancements have generated intrigue, ethical concerns surrounding the use of AI to bring the dead back to life have also emerged. Some experts argue that it raises questions about digital immortality and the appropriateness of utilizing technology in such a manner. There is an ongoing discussion in the network regarding Xian's AI technology, developed by Studio, which facilitates facilitates communication with deceased loved ones. By analyzing the communication patterns and habits of the departed within messaging platforms, this technology leverages the OpenAI API, similar to how chat functions as a language model. The primary goal of Xiens is to provide individuals with the opportunity to convey unfinished thoughts or messages to the deceased. However, it should be noted that the technology is currently limited to analyzing dialogues and does not possess the capability to reproduce the deceased person's consciousness. As users provide information about the deceased, including their work, family, date and cause of death, as well as examples of email or chat correspondence, the technology attempts to simulate the communication style of the deceased individual. According to a journalist who tested the technology, the initial messages did resemble the writing style of their deceased relative. However, as the neural network began to repeat itself, the journalist felt as though they were communicating with themselves. It is important to acknowledge that the technology has its limitations and may produce errors over time, which users should be aware of.